Boo!
Yeah. Bro, he's on the side of the road right now, dude.
I know, crazy, crazy.
Hey, I couldn't
Dedication though.
I couldn't make it back home, but I
Wait,
was like, you
show
know
us
what?
the view, bro.
Gotta do this. Let me see if you guys can see.
What, a little lower? Is that
See?
the oak? Bro,
Wow.
what?
That's the view. Imagine driving.
That's
That's the view you
insane.
drive to and from work every
Look
day.
at that
I would love
water,
my life
bro.
more.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, isn't it? Side of the
You
road.
should you should you should dive in it right now, bro.
Mm, it's too cold. It's too cold for
It's
all
too
of that
cold.
crap.
What do you mean it's too cold, bro? You got warm weather all year round.
Yeah, what is the temperature there?
Yeah.
It's
You
about
know?
like maybe 65 right now. It's cold,
Bro,
bro.
All right,
that's
bro. All
crazy.
right.
Bro,
It's
what?
it's
No,
four it's 40
No,
degree
you're
it's 40
joking with that.
degrees right now in New Jersey, bro.
Bro, it's gotta be, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's definitely lower. Bro, we've had some, yeah, it's 39 right now in Maine. And this
Yeah.
is nice, bro. This isn't even cold, bro.
Yeah, we're 57 right now. 50, the highest is 57, it's 50 right now. 65 is very,
Warm.
very good. It's very warm. I'd rather be in
65
65
is
than
like,
anything
that
else.
is hot, dude. Yeah. This is Bermudian, boy.
nah, bro.
Um,
Nah.
wait, so we were talking about you can choose who you live with?
Avon?
Yeah.
So my freshman year I didn't get to choose, but I think after that you get to choose. But your freshman year, obviously you don't really know anyone. So if you knew someone you probably could suggest, but after your sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, obviously like you start to know people and you get to choose like where you want to live, who you want to live with. And then after like junior, senior year, depends like if the teacher likes you, they'll ask you to be a monitor, or if one of your boys is a monitor there, you want to live there, you can request. So it kind of all depends on like the teacher per se, like the last say, but you kind of after like the year ends, you kind of know who's gonna go where
Mhm.
exactly, but it really I don't know, it really depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
Beautiful, bro.
Absolutely. But
yeah.
hey,
So Avon was fun, bro. Avon was lit. Avon,
absolutely.
yeah.
I
I remember one quote from Major was, "Don't take your experience from Avon and carry it anywhere else because like the Avon experience is totally different than like college and like real life what we're doing now. Like it's a totally different experience. It's just like a foundation of like finding who you are as like a guy and like what you could do in the world. You know what I mean? So that's
absolutely.
how I see it. I don't know about Amir though. Could be different for Amir, but
I see it the same way. I
yeah,
really like, bro, when I was at Avon, I'm not gonna lie to you, just like how I was at Bates, I really didn't appreciate it in the moment. Like I appreciate,
yeah,
but I didn't appreciate it. If you
yeah,
understand what I mean, and it's like the brotherhood at Avon was like
different, bro.
different, different. Like I got to college and I was
Yeah,
like okay, like all right, like
yeah,
this is cool. Like girls in your class, like I'm not really used to that. I couldn't
Yeah,
really
that's
yeah,
focus.
wild.
I
yeah.
couldn't focus. I was like, this is
hmm
new to me. Like this is different. You know, but
Nah, bro. It's just because like there's got like us guys are easy and like obviously you put girls in the equation. There's more what's the word like there's more emotions, there's more like values, there's more like there's more things that go into it, because girls are
absolutely.
obviously like girls are high maintenance and like they have different opinions, and so you have to put those you have to account for that. Like Avon, you can go to breakfast with your boys on a Sunday and just shoot the shit, talk about sports. Like,
Yeah,
if you go to breakfast and you're sitting around girls, like you have to really, focus on
you have to
think
yeah
about what you think. You have to think about what you're talking about before you say it because
sure you got to come correct.
sometimes that can exactly. So
You gotta come correct.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely, man. But I just want to say I appreciate our friendship.
yeah. Of
We
course, dude. Yeah,
Jennings, even before Avon, man, you was messaging me, making sure I was straight.
of
Like
course, bro. It's first I am, bro. First I am, bro.
that's real, bro. So I just want to say I
Yeah,
really appreciate that. And
yeah. Of
hopefully
course, dude.
shout out to Zan, Shout out to Zan.
Yeah.
We were a trio.
I know, I know, I know. He's good, bro. He's chilling. It's kind of crazy because I'll message him and be like, bro, like you left Dickinson, and Dickinson's like a top 25 team in the country ever since you left, bro. And he's like, I was telling him, like, bro, like you weren't playing like your sophomore year. Like usually, like for D3, like you start playing like your junior year. So if he
Yeah,
waited another year, he would have been fine. And the recruits that the coach was bringing in, they were solid. So like, but he's out in Europe. He's in his homeland. He's playing on a good team, good
absolutely.
travel team.
Sure.
He's good.
Hey,
But
Hayden, to give the story
yeah,
a little bit of context, we're gonna get
hmm
Zan on just to give it like once we have Zan on, you'll be like, okay, this makes sense. Like, like
all
this
right, word. Yeah,
this makes
he's
sense.
he's hopping on this call.
No, no, we're gonna get him on another podcast, like another episode. We're gonna have Zan.
Oh, word. Yeah, yeah.
And
I was
wait, you
gonna say
played
you
at
surprised me
Dickinson?
with Zan, bro.
Beg your pardon?
I was
You
gonna
played
say you
what?
surprised me with Zan, bro.
That would have been crazy, right?
Nah, that would have been crazy. He's a nut, bro. But he's a good dude. He's a
Absolutely.
good
Are
dude.
we ready to
Did
get into it, Big H?
do you
Yeah,
play
I'm good, bro.
Dickinson, like soccer?
Yeah,
Big pardon?
he played yeah, Zan played at Dickinson, like he committed from Avon to Dickinson, and then he didn't really play like his mainly his freshman year, and then sophomore year he kind of was playing a little bit. It was just kind of like on and off. But I was saying if he stayed, which he probably would have started his junior year, he would have been playing, and their team was like solid. Like their team's they're a good team, bro. Like
Yeah.
they bring in like heavy recruits. Like Centennial Conference is a good conference. Like
Yeah.
he would have been getting some play like his junior senior year, so if he stayed. But you know
Yeah.
he had other plans, other
Yeah, Zan,
expectations. But
he left. He wants to go professional, so he's trying to go professional.
mhm. Which is fair, just fair.
That's
Wow.
what he always wanted to do that. So I respect it. Chase a dream.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let's like, all right, let's get right into it, bro. Quote of the day. Let's see. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strengths. That's from Sigmund Freud. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strengths. That leads me into first section. We're going to talk about is
Mhm.
vulnerability necessary to forming genuine loving relationships? Like genuine, like having like genuine connections with other people, like is being vulnerable and like open with them. Like, is that a necessity?
I would say so, yeah, just because if you create good connections with people, it help you long term because obviously life in itself, it's hard. Like it's not the easiest thing ever. And so I would say like just having those people you can lean on to like in case things go bad or need advice or if you need to hear something that you need to hear in a certain situation or certain moment in your life, it's good to have those relationships because you can either use that advice or you can use what they have to say for your own sake of what's going on in your life, I would say. I don't know, just keep you grounded too. Also, like having good friends or people you can just lean on to and like if you're having a bad day, you can talk to them about certain things, what's going on. So but yeah, for sure. It's very important. I think that's like if you have really good relationships with friends, you have good friends, and that's like when you first meet them, get to know them, that's kind of like the foundation of the relationship and how it starts. So I would say, yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely. I agree. Well, what you think about this question, Big H? I know you asked the question, but what you
Um, I definitely think, yeah, I definitely think it's very important. Um, we talked one time about like what you're saying, like we talked one time, I forget the episode about how like is like having loving relationships like important in your life? Like is that essential? And I think I said like it is important to have like those few. Like I don't think you need a ton. I don't think you need like a ton of like super concrete relationships. You really just need like a few like really loving people in your life to like not necessarily live a meaningful life, but just to like to ground you and like keep you as an empathetic person and understand others. Where I think like I don't know, what do you think about do you think that vulnerability, like being open, leads to those relationships forming though? Like, do you think that it's like could you have like a really nice friendship without being like truly open with the person? Or is that kind of the next step? Because for me, I feel like that's like essential. It's like the more you can open up with someone, the more you can like trust them, be vulnerable, the like closer you actually get, the stronger that relationship becomes.
Good
Um,
question. Oh, you go.
no,
Yeah,
man.
that's a good
I,
question,
I, I
bro.
want I want to hear from you, man. This is about you today, man. This ain't about me.
So I
This
would,
ain't about me. This ain't about me, dogs. This is about you.
I would say, I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, depends on every person. Like, it's everyone has different personalities. Everyone has a different like contribution to a friendship, and to a relationship. So I'd say for your like, obviously your sibling, like they're like your first friend. Obviously, you're gonna be open to them, talk to them about certain things. But as you said, like there's different relationships you have with people. You don't have to have a lot of relationships with different people. But those that like really give you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, I would say you should be open up to them because like those are going to be the people that will tell you the truth rather than sugarcoat things when you need it. Um, I would say, I mean, it depends. It depends on the person. Like if if it's a relationship where after you get off the phone or tell someone something, if they're going to say anything to another person, spread that around. Like, it's usually just someone that's like trustworthy. That's someone to have your back and they will understand it and keep it locked in. But that's for me. That's how I feel. Uh, um, but yeah, it really
Absolutely.
just depends on the person and how like the person is around you and for you. Because I feel like there's many friendships that I have now that there's certain things I tell to certain people because I know they can handle it a certain way. But the thing is too, like, I don't know. I don't know. But I would say it depends on the person for me. Yeah. The person.
Oh,
To piggyback off of that, I would say, don't say I don't know, because you do know. You have a clue. You do know.
But
But
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
it's crazy, not to get a little bit off topic, but when you talk to
Cool,
someone
bro.
and then you
Hmm.
talk to another person, it's like your conversations kind of interlink, if that makes any sense.
It
And
does. Yeah.
where I'm going with this is that I was just doing work before I hopped on to the podcast at my boyhood club, my boyhood football club, and I was talking
Mhm.
to the president of the club because he hit me up today and he was like, "Hey, like I know you're not working yet. Like, can you give me a hand?" And I was like, "You know what? I could give you a hand." So I give the president a hand, and he says to me, he says, "Amir, if I could give you one advice when it comes to relationships, not just romantically, but also business, like business partners, well, whatever you do with people, remember not to expect everyone to be everything to you, if that makes any sense." And I think
Makes
this
sense.
conversation kind of links into what we're talking about when it comes to vulnerability is that, like you said, some people
Mhm.
you could be vulnerable with, some people it's like the right time, right place. But the biggest thing that I would say is always be authentic. You don't have to be vulnerable, but
Yeah.
always be authentic. Always show up as
oh.
you, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of something that, like, especially in college, I realized that like I can't be vulnerable with everybody, but always be authentic with everyone, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
It
such a
makes
good
sense.
point too.
No, it
And
does make sense because
yeah,
there's a lot of people that like they will use you for what they can benefit from, not
there's a
from
time
like
and
what
place
you. Yeah,
for you to be
exactly.
vulnerable, you
So
know?
like, thing is too like I have friends that I mean they don't see it, but I see it. Like,
Yes,
say for instance, they'll hit me up, right, and then they won't hit me up for a while. You know what I mean? They won't check in whenever, and it's like if they only hit me up if it's they need something or they want to start something, but they don't want to ask me like straight up. You know what I mean? They like try to lead into something like they lead into another subject to try to get to their main topic and what they want to talk to me about. And it's just like, dude, like we like went to school together for like 4 years, bro. Like I know you pretty well and you know me pretty well. Like you don't have to sugarcoat anything. You can
for
just tell me
sure.
straight up what you want and that's it. But the thing is like with him, it's different because like obviously like I know what you want before you even text me or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm still gonna be
No
kind.
one,
I'm still gonna be
no
authentic
one,
as you say, it's still gonna be authentic, but like I know that's how you carry him. That's how he carries himself. So
for sure.
but yeah, it kind of addresses close to your point. Like even though like what you're trying to say is it's what I think you're trying to say is even though like you see even though people act different to you, you still have to show the respect that you would like. You should show the respect that you give them, that you want them to give you, and if that makes sense. Like
Absolutely.
you should always be, I
Oh,
don't know, you should always be like authentic and natural to them and be nice, even though you see things, you see what they're doing to, get something out of you, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know.
Absolutely. That's not quite
It's
what I'm
kind of it's kind of
saying.
confused. It's kind of confusing, low key confusing, but I don't know. I don't know
No,
because
no, no.
like obviously people.
Not to cut you off, but I understand 100% what you're saying. Like I agree with you 100%. But that's not quite what I'm hitting. But
What are you
that's
trying to
not
say, bro?
right. That's
no, no, no. That is like I'm all with that, D Hayden. I'm all
Yeah,
with that,
yeah,
dog. You know I'm
yeah,
with
bro.
that. But
yeah.
I
You
think
submit
I think
that
just in terms of like when it
100%.
comes to like being vulnerable, like you
Mhm.
not so much people snaking you and you understanding that like because I know what you're talking about. You understanding like
Totally.
but like just when it comes to like vulnerability.
Wait,
Yeah,
I think I see what you're saying. I think Amir, if I get it right, it's like you're talking about like which I was actually going to talk about this in our third segment, but it's a little different, so I won't even say that yet. But it seems like you're saying you don't have to be like vulnerable, like all everything out there with every person you meet, but like you should
Absolutely.
be like yourself. You should be authentic with everyone you meet. Like that's a good word distinction, authentic and vulnerable. Like you
For
can
sure.
still
yeah,
be
for sure.
yourself, like and like be open in the way that you're just like being yourself.
Hmm.
You don't have to be like, telling them all your problem, like
Sure.
opening up about like your deepest, darkest secrets, like
For sure.
with any given person.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Just because like that's how I see it. Like if you're at work, bro. So I work at a law firm. Like obviously, there's many different personalities, there's many different people around, and like I feel like sharing my personal life is not important to like what's a task. It's like law, it's like you're working with a lot of things, you're working with a lot of like cases. And so I feel like just differentiating your personal life with work life is very important. It's a good balance because like obviously you're there to get paid, you're there to, start your career, you're there to gain experience. And what like how I see it is I can make a couple of friends. I can be friendly to them, but they don't need to be my friends or people I work with because the thing is, I know in my personal life that I do have friends. I do have people that know me well,
Yeah.
and I know people that I can, rely on and talk to after work.
And you
So
can
it's kind of like that.
you can still be
That's why,
authentic to those people.
yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have to
exactly.
like super, everything's
Super
out.
open. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's one thing I've learned from my parents. They've told me is like keep your work life and your personal life totally separate because if you I don't know, I mean if you really open up to people at work, it depends on who they are. Like they can use that against you, you know what I mean? So but
I
yeah,
think
as you were saying, you can be authentic at work for sure. Because like, you're there for a purpose, you're there for well, I don't mean purpose, you're there for a personal purpose. You're there to grow, you're there to learn, you're there to, make a living. So but yeah, yeah,
I'm just confused with Amir's.
yeah.
Um, he had to go on mute, bro. It's like people are
Nah, it's probably people
um
honking, bro. They're probably like, why the hell is on the
yeah.
side of the road?
No, but yeah, bro, that's such a good point. I think
Yeah.
and relating it back to the question is like, yeah, you can have that authenticity and like have still like a professional with relationship with someone,
Yeah.
still be
Yeah.
authentic and not necessarily be like vulnerable. And related to the question, like, is it necessary to form like a genuine, like deep relationship? Like 100%. I still think that like if you wanted to form like you want to get really close with a coworker, the closer you get kind of correlates with like the more vulnerable you get with each other and the more you like open up to each other and get to know each other like truly. And like you
Hmm.
can still be authentic and still only know someone could be authentic to you and you still only know them on a surface level
Exactly. Exactly.
as the relationship develops.
Yeah.
Um,
But where I would go with that as well, Big H, I would say what I've learned as well with relationships, take your time, don't give everybody everything at once, like
100%, yeah.
take your time, take your time, because
Good point.
you give everybody everything at once, it's like it's over, you know?
Yeah,
I think you
exactly.
feel it
Exactly.
out though. I think like with relationship, like I'm usually like feeling it out. Like if someone, if like I click with like a guy right away and like, we're like relating to stuff, we're talking about philosophy, like a lot of the times this will happen in comments, like say like one of us, say I see Amir sitting with someone, I go sit down and we like meet the other person like very like-minded and then we're just like chopping it up right away. And there's nothing wrong with like, I don't know, taking the relationship as it goes, like kind of like, you know what I mean? Just like feeling it out.
Yeah. My thing is, like, what I've learned, like, that's why I love Avon. That's what I've learned is when you're talking to like guys or you're talking to girls, like, if you're talking to a guy, man, like, you're talking about, don't talk about politics. Usually, I start conversations with, it's usually about sports and it's usually about, like, their long-term goals. I say this because sports are a very generalized thing that people watch and they do and they focus on. And long-term goals, all why I like talking to people about this is because like you kind of get to know if they they kind of have a path and what they want to do, and if they don't, then that kind of gives you a good you know not summary but a good introduction of like their personality, not their whole personality, but like things that they haven't been focusing on yet, if that makes sense. I don't know, just because like for sports, like all right, say for instance, um like I'll bring up basketball, you know what I mean? And or soccer or football or something. Someone's gonna like some one of those teams and we'll talk about certain player, certain history, certain whatever. I feel like just those things kind of just I don't know grow a conversation. And it kind of it's like a good start to opening up a relationship too, just because it's I don't know. It's just like a generalized why is there a turkey? Is that a turkey right there?
Bro, is that a chicken?
Oh no, turkey! I had to tell him buzz off. I'm trying
That's
to.
a turkey, bro? That close to you?
I think it's a chicken. I don't know what it is.
It looks like a
Nah,
chicken, bro.
that
Show
looks
it
like a
again.
turkey or chicken.
Now,
Show it
yeah,
again.
a little
Yeah,
chicken. Let me see. See,
That
yeah.
is
But I just think
definitely not a
what I'm trying
turkey.
to say is like that's definitely a
No,
chicken. That's definitely a chicken.
no,
That's a good
no. But the
chicken.
fact that Amir thought that was a turkey.
Definitely a
Um,
chicken.
no
But yeah,
chicken.
I would say like just those. I would say those two things are like always a good conversation starter, just because like that can really tell you a lot about someone. Like
yeah,
and not and like short term and kind of like just grow on from there. You know.
yeah. I
So to
like
your
to.
point, just like it's just like minimal things just to pique someone's interest to see like who they are kind of and what they are, what they believe in, instead of like talking about politics because politics is totally separate conversation that
Yeah,
can rile up so many people in different ways and there's people with certain beliefs. So I
absolutely.
just
It's
yeah, from
interesting.
what we learned at Avon, man, like
I
it's
like.
that's yeah.
I enjoy like talking about the sports and the politics. If you talk about sports with someone, you
Mhm.
can like see how they react to talking about something that like isn't very controversial. It's like
Yeah.
lighthearted and like fun. And then if you talk
Yeah.
about politics with someone, you can see how they react talking about something more intense, controversial.
Hmm. Hmm.
Especially if you disagree, you can see like the way they
Yeah.
act. Like it's an interesting thing. And
And
then
if they know their stuff too. They know their stuff too, yeah.
100%. And I think I also like I'm always interested when I first meet someone by like the questions they ask. One, like if they're curious about other people, and two, just if they're curious just about the world in general.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like a great way of like, seeing if you really like enjoy a person's company, you can like have like you could really keep talking with them for a long time. It's all about the questions, bro. Just like the curiosity that they have. You know what I mean? I'm always like,
Yeah.
have you guys watched Ted Lasso? I forget.
Nah,
I've seen
I've heard of it.
previews. I've seen previews.
But you got to watch
But
it. That's so
my
good.
big show I've been watching that I just finished is like you ever heard of The Boys?
The Boys. Oh no,
The
no, but
Boys. It's on Prime Video too. But it's like the show's like a sequel to it. Like not a sequel, but it's like one of those shows that kind of relates to the show, but it's not the actual show. It's called like
the
Gen
girls.
V. You ever Gen V?
Oh no,
Never heard
no.
of Gen V? Really? These are on like Prime Video, but
Gen V,
those are
that's
pretty good.
English? You talking English, my boy?
Gen V, yeah, that's English, bro.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's English. That's English. They're good. They're
Yeah,
good. But I heard Ted Lasso is pretty much just him like was it coaching a soccer team, women's soccer team, or
yeah.
professional soccer team, I think.
That's actually, yeah, professional. They're a Premier League team. It's like made up, but and he always talks about being curious and not being judgmental. And that's something I always like whenever I'm meeting someone for the first time, if they're like, and not to like say first impression is not everything. Like, people are
Yeah,
not like an absolute always the same, second chances, many people change all the time. But like it's interesting being around people that, will say you meet someone and they're just like putting other people down in the whole conversation, or they're like, complaining about this and that, or talking about comparing this and that. But rather like being around people that are just like curious is more fun to talk to, and like they like want to learn and have a lot of questions about the world, about other people.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the same. That's the same. I mean, I hate people that just complain, just because like how I think about things. You're only here once, bro. Like, stop complaining. And if you're complaining about certain things, learn about it. You know what I mean? Or do something about it. If you can't do something about it, and you're complaining about it. There's no need for you to complain about it because there's nothing you can do about it. Think about it.
Buddhist
So
philosophy, Dalai Lama says, in terms of worrying, there's no need to worry, because if you can control it, then if you have control over a situation, there's no need to worry. And if you don't have
yeah,
control over the situation, worrying is of no use.
exactly, exactly. It's pretty much saying like if you're not prepared, you didn't prepare well. Pretty much, in some
Yeah,
sense.
mere
But
fun.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, I have a quick question, David. A little bit off
What's up,
topic.
bro?
What does
What's up?
dilly dilly mean behind you?
Yeah, I was curious too, bro.
Yeah.
It's like something like a Bud Light commercial. So like during the Super Bowl, I
Oh,
have like during the Super Bowl they have like 1,000 commercials, and like
yeah.
just for like it's like a big event and companies want to advertise their
Yeah.
brand or whatever to whoever's watching. So I forget which year it was, but it was obviously Bud Light commercial I was saying, and they were talking about like there's just these guys at a bar, and they were just talking about like dilly dilly. They're like dilly dilly, and then they just like said it like probably for like a week, and then like they had more people coming in. Everyone was like dilly 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 dilly. It's like during happy hour or whatever. I just thought it was funny just because like it's funny. It's a funny phrase. People getting together, having fun, and they say dilly dilly before they like take a sip of their beer, stuff like that.
That's
So
tough, man.
that's
Dilly
what it
dilly,
is.
dilly
Yeah,
dilly.
yeah, dilly dilly. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then over here, obviously, I got ASAP Rocky right there.
Hey, you had that one since
So
Avon, man.
yeah. And then up there is we got a well, you see my monitor, obviously, you know that's
Yeah.
four. But I got that's like from kindergarten actually. So my
Oh,
teacher made me my teacher made me put together a catalog of things I liked and things I did as a kid. This was at like 5 years old, so it's crazy I still have that. And it's just like my family, like what sports I like, what food I like, stuff like that. And then yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then over there, I got like a cross, hats, whatever. And then I got like it's like a little paper I keep on the side. So like when I'm feeling down or whatever, like Mr. Rice, my advisor, as you know, um, gave me like a great message, just saying like my first couple of years, like I struggled academically, like just didn't give a shit, like it was just not living up to my full potential. And then just him like talking about my junior, senior year, saying like how everyone like grows at at a slower time than others, and like how I just grew from being that guy in the first 2 years to like being an actual like leader, being like someone that's mature, like knows what he wants for the future. And like I just like that message just because like it's good advice. It's someone that I can like lean on and talk to about certain things, and it's someone that like believed in me, and like a lot of people didn't. So Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's my room. That's my room, bro. Yeah.
Hey, Gettysburg graduate right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Gettysburg.
bro.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Gettysburg,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was something, bro. That's why like I said just because of what Major said about like I was just talking about like friendships, how like keeping the experience from Avon to like Gettysburg, like the experience of like friendships and everything I learned from Avon is totally different than Gettysburg.
it's a
Just because
different
like
ballgame.
they're dude, it's a
Wait, so
different
you
ball
went to
game, bro.
Gettysburg for school?
Yeah, just school, yeah, just school. Yeah, bro, it's a totally different ball game, bro. Totally different. Just because like you go to school, you're meeting different people, different friendships. Like you, because the school I went to, there's a lot of people they're from Jersey, so there's a lot of people from New Jersey that knew each other, like that, and there's a lot of people that like just never lived away from home, so people just be acting wild, like
Yeah,
the first year of college, bro, wild, bro.
absolutely.
It's it's
Absolutely.
it's yeah,
Bro, why
yeah.
are these chickens right up on me like this?
How many chickens are there,
That's
bro?
so sick, bro.
These chickens need
Bro,
to,
whose chickens are there?
I don't know, man. I'm about to put them on the grill if they don't back up off me. But hey, Big H, you want to talk a little bit about sports? I know Hayden's a
Actually,
big sports guy, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
so wait, I was gonna actually connect the final like two segments with our last 5 minutes. So basically, first of all, yeah, I wasn't sure you guys played soccer together at Avon.
So,
No, so
um,
I managed and he actually played. So
absolutely.
I was saying.
But hey,
my
did
knees
you,
are like I got some terrible knees, bro. Like terrible knees.
hey,
Terrible knees.
Hayden, world class manager. Whatever you need, he had. Whatever
Really?
you
Yeah,
need,
bro.
he had. Whatever. World
No,
class.
our team was tough, bro. Our team was tough, but
Our
Yeah,
team
were you guys good
um
in the conference that
we
year?
were we were solid, I would say. We
What
were
was
good.
that?
We were
Junior
good.
year, David? That was junior.
Junior year, bro, yeah. Dude, the
Yeah.
reason why it was just because bro, we the people we played in that conference was insane. Insane. Bro, Taft had like two UNC commits. NMH had like a Yale commit,
Yeah,
UNC
Hayden,
commit.
he's going against some dogs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dogs, bro.
He's going
Like
against
Yeah,
some
bro.
dogs.
Well, you
I
guys
think our
also had
junior
a
year.
D1 commit, no?
But we had some dogs too.
Yeah.
Don't get
Yeah,
it
we
twisted.
had some dogs too. We had Colin Dugan, he's a freshman, he's now at
At
Middlebury, he's a good
Middlebury,
player.
he's at Middlebury now.
Sam Dion, I haven't really talked to Sam in a while, but he was playing D1 for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Michael Govin, he's pretty good. He went to I think Brandeis. No, not
Yeah,
Brand. I think Bentley
He went
actually
to University of New Hampshire and then he
Like
transferred.
Colin Dugan's a
transferred to
junior,
Bentley.
it says.
Say again?
Colin Dugan, it says, is a junior.
Yeah, he's a junior. Yeah, I'm saying our
He goes
like
to Middlebury.
when we were playing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in our junior year,
He's a
he was a
freshman.
freshman.
He's a little
Yeah,
freshman.
I see.
He's
yeah.
a little fresh
They
dog.
were good, bro. They were good.
Yeah,
They
they
He's
were
were
the one, I
good.
remember Amir when we played them and you were like on the sideline, you were like pointing him out because he was playing a lot for Middlebury freshman year.
yeah.
He's good,
Hey,
bro. He's good. He's technical, very technical. He's
but if
skinny, but he's shifty. You know
but
what I'm
hey,
saying?
Hayden, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a guy that we'll probably get on later on too. But
Oh, for real?
like
Dugan, yeah.
maybe,
He's
maybe,
a
maybe, maybe. But I'm gonna be honest with you. It surprised me the amount of success he's had in the NASCAR though, because like you said, he's a small guy. And the NASCAR
yeah.
is a lot physical.
It's
You
physical as
know,
hell. Yeah.
it's very physical. So to
But it
see,
doesn't matter if you're physical. It doesn't matter if you're physical, bro. The thing is, it's all mental, bro. It's all mental.
I totally
That
agree
kid's
with
a
you.
tough dude, bro. He's a
Hey,
tough dude. Like,
he's a dog,
yeah, he's a tough kid, bro. So
dog,
mental doesn't even matter. I mean, physical doesn't even matter. If you know how to use your body, you know how to use it well. That's all that matters in sports.
dog,
That's all that matters.
dog.
Because
Bro, for
because
you,
you're thinking up here, bro. You're thinking up here. You're not. Your body's not doing everything
Hey,
for you.
Big
You
H,
know what I mean?
what were you saying, Big H?
I said Middlebury beat Bowdoin in the playoffs, bro. That makes sense, honestly.
Hey, game winner, Colin Dugan,
No way, really?
free kick, top bids,
Of
No
course,
way,
bro.
bro.
top bids.
Kid's good. Kid's nasty, bro.
Guys, hey, every time he comes to Lewiston, man, he scores. He scores every time
Really?
he comes to Lewiston. I say, yo, relax, man. I used to go to Bates, man. Cool out. Crazy.
Yeah, it says late game winning goal.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how this
Yeah.
time, like, dude, we're at a minute.
I know, bro. You've been sitting out of your car for 40 minutes, bro.
That's crazy. Chicken trying to bite me and all of that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put one of
Bro,
them
no
on
way
the
the
grill.
chicken.
For real.
Bro, no way the chicken's there, bro. They're scared of you, dude.
I'm scared
Wait,
of
but real quick, I want to know, like, do you feel like you guys talked about the brotherhood with your team at Avon? Like, do you think like the vulnerability aspect, like the like openness, like care, like the brotherhood, like played a role in your performances on the pitch?
I would say so, yeah. Because like obviously I wasn't playing, but just like everyone cared for each other. Like it didn't matter your role. Like it didn't matter what you were doing. It didn't matter if you were on the bench, you were just a practice player. It didn't matter if you were a manager filling up water bottles. I just feel like the camaraderie of that team was just special just because like it was good vibes. Like it was like, all right, we're gonna go to school for a little bit, we're gonna sit together, eat together, do everything together, and then we're gonna compete and we're gonna feel like a family doing it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't didn't matter if you were junior, senior, sophomore, freshman, like PG. Like we had guys that just
Hey,
just
John
care for one
O'Connor.
another and what they did.
John O'Connor.
Yeah,
That's our
yeah.
guy. That's our
Oh,
guy.
OC, yeah, bro. OC, the
OC,
Wait,
that's
fucking
our
man,
guy.
wait, you played at
the
Avon?
man, bro.
Yeah, he played
Yeah,
at
he did.
Vermont.
Yeah,
Wow. I did not
yeah,
know
he was the boy.
Absolutely.
This is
that.
the boy. But yeah, we had a good group. Like everyone just contributed. Everyone just they had good vibes. Everyone just like if you had a bad day at school, like your big brother was there to help you out and like to talk to you and figure out what's going on, and then just make you feel good again. But it was just like a family environment. It wasn't just a brotherhood. Like it was